Guys, it's Sandra, and so tonight I'm making the same thing as I had last night, which is Sloppy Lentil Joes from McDougall's The Starch Solution book. So again, my favorite cookbook ever, and Sloppy Lentil Joes. And I'll just tell you what goes in it. So it calls for brown lentils. So I've got, and I'm just making a half a recipe here. So I've got my lentils and I've rinsed them with water just to get off any dust. It calls for onions, some green pepper, a little bit of chili powder, and then this concoction has a little bit of brown sugar, some soy sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, but make sure that it's vegan if you are vegan and care about that, because they're not normally. Some Dijon mustard, although it just says mustard. I just like Dijon. Some rice vinegar. And the other thing it calls for is some tomato sauce. And I'll just show you. This is what it's going to look like when it's all done. And last night we had them on these onion buns. And it was dynamite. It was so good. So I can't help it. I gotta have it again tonight. Anyway, so I'm going to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my onions and my peppers in. And I'm just going to saute them with a little bit of water just so they don't stick. And then we'll be back when that's done. Alright, so the onions and the peppers have had 5 minutes to saute. And now I'll just put in the chili powder. That in. And then the next part is just to add all the other ingredients. That's why I love this recipe, because it's dead simple. So I'm just going to throw everything else in. And I didn't mention, but you do need water. It's got the water. With me here. All the other stuff, which I will scrape out in a minute. And then the tomatoes. Lentils. And then you just stir that all up. And you bring it to a boil, and then you just cover it and simmer for 55 minutes. And we'll be back when that's done. Okay, so there's 16 minutes left, and it's percolating in here. I'm just going to give it a bit of a stir. You guys are all steamed up now. But it's looking good. And just put the lid back on. And so what I've done over here is I've made my supper using the leftovers. So I got my Normandy mix. Taken my bun, cut it in half, and put the lentil mixture on top, the Sloppy Lentil Joe. Of course, you could just not do it open face. You could just put it all inside of a whole bun and do it normal. But that's how I like it. And I'll show you the recipe when it's all done. Okay guys, so it's all done now. And this is what it looks like when it's all done. And it is so good. The only other thing the recipe calls for is some black pepper if you want it in there. So, anyways, it's from this book. John McDougall, Starch Solution. Highly recommend. If you don't have this, I highly recommend you buy it. Anyway, so that's it for me tonight. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.